Friday. You know what? Today is the first Friday in September. Is that crazy? I mean, it's so weird. Anyway, I am Brenda, and I am here with another episode of Fancy Friday. So, if you are a big fan of mine, I really appreciate it. And I want to say really quick, hi and thank you to my daddy. I love you, Daddy. He is my biggest fan. And Judy, I love you too. And my Aunt Donna, and my best friend Lisa, and Lindsay. I really appreciate you guys who watch me all the time and you let me know. If you watch and you haven't let me know, I would love to hear it. And please think about subscribing and commenting and just letting me know what you think, okay? Because I really do get a lot of enjoyment out of it, especially when somebody lets me know that this has helped them, because that's why I do this, other than to give my dad something to watch once a week and make him happy. I like making other people happy, so just let me know. Okay? All right? Okay, so if you have never watched me before, like I said, I am Brenda, and I come on most Fridays. I try to do it every Friday, but sometimes life doesn't help. And I do my Fancy Fridays. And Fancy Friday is pretty simple, okay? I like to get fancy, and so I pick a day of the week that I get fancy, and then I come on here and I show you all. But really, the whole idea is to encourage you, not to save things for later, okay? Your clothes, anything that you have, but you say, well, now's not the right time to use this. You love it, okay? You have those champagne flutes, okay? And they're gorgeous, and you might put them somewhere where you can see them, but you don't use them. Why don't you use them? Because it's not the right time. It's not a fancy time, or we need guests, or we need to be at a party. Guess what? You don't. You don't need any of that. What you need is to use them because they're yours and they're for you. And you have to stop with the mindset that they're for somebody else or for a different time, or that you don't deserve to use them just for you. And it's not just clothes and dishes. It could be tablecloths, it could be towels, it could be anything in your house that you don't use very often but you love. Okay, so that is the key, love. Okay, if you're loving it and you're not using it, and using it really could just be displaying it as well. If you have, I have these doilies that I love, okay, and I do use a few of them, but most of them it's kind of hard to use them, and I don't want my cats unraveling them. So my idea is to find a, sorry, I just forgot the word, a frame to put it in and display them. So you can display them, and that counts as using them, because they're not hidden somewhere, okay? Displaying something is a great way to do that, but you need to be using them. Okay, and that's the whole point of what I do, is to encourage you to use the things that you love, but you save for a different day or a different time or different people. Okay, now I have things that I save for a different time. Christmas. I have some cute Christmas towels. Of course, I'm going to save them for a different time, but I use them. Okay, and that's the whole idea. They are yours, and you need to use them. Okay, so that's what I want to stress, is you really need to do that for you, for yourself. Break it out, because you deserve to have that time for yourself with that thing that you love. Okay, so on to our affirmations. I like to choose an affirmation and have that be our weekly affirmation that we say every morning or every night, or morning and night. And this one, I believe, is not new, but I do like it, so I'm going to recycle it. And that is, I am in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. How does it make you feel when you say that? For me, it's like kind of like, wow, I really am, right? I mean, wow, yeah, I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And I think the more you say that to yourself, the more you will realize, yeah, that's right. And I think that we have to stop waiting for other people to tell us that, and we need to tell ourselves that, okay? Because I think the more that you tell yourself these things, the more that you're going to start believing it. And that is really what it's all about, okay? Is believing what you say. And you don't have to believe it when you say it, okay? But you will start to believe it when you start saying it. Trust me, it happens all the time. Trust me, okay? Really. Okay, before I go on to anything else, I need to show you my outfit, right? Okay, here we go. I don't think I've ever shown you this before, and this is just a really, really cute skirt that has rainbow colors, and the actual skirt itself underneath is above the knee, and it is really cute itself, but then you have this tulle, this rainbow tulle that goes over it. I have worn this white shirt for several different things, and this rainbow necklace looks so cute with this, so I really like that. And this is just kind of, like I said, it's kind of different. It's not ordinarily my thing, right? But I do like the bright colors. And last time I showed you a dress that I said I wasn't sure because it wasn't really my color. I like the bright colors. Well, guess what? These are bright colors, right? So you'll have to tell me what you think. Like I said, it's different for me. It kind of, I don't know, kind of puts me out of my comfort zone, right? But I kind of like it too. So, tell me what you think. You won't hurt my feelings if you say you don't like it, okay? But I do. I like it. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is I like to find something to do with self-care and encourage you to do that this next week. Now this one is about as simple as you can get, and that is to drink some water the first thing in the morning. If you're not an early riser, that's okay. Whenever you get up, that's your morning, okay? And I find that I feel so much better if I drink water before I do anything else. I get up and I try to drink a bottle of water, or at least a half a bottle of water, but a bottle of water is really, really good. And then I normally have peanut butter toast and then an apple with some peanut butter on it. But I find that I feel so much better if I have that water first. And I also feel like it helps kind of curb my appetite, so I'm not wanting to eat like 3 pieces of toast and 8 apples. If you feel like me, then you probably understand. If you don't, you're kind of like, what? But anyway, let's try to do that. Try to do it every day. If you can't, then try to go like every other day and say, every other day I am going to drink a glass of water or whatever before I do anything else. And let me know if you notice any difference. If you notice anything, I'd love to hear it. And here's our last part, and that is decluttering. My word of the year is to declutter. I have not decluttered nearly as much as I hoped I would, and the year is towards the end. But I've noticed a big difference in my mind about decluttering. And really, it's not just about decluttering the things that are around you. It's decluttering your mind as well. And so I feel like I've really had a good year as far as all of that goes. I've gotten rid of a lot of things, and I've kind of really gotten used to just like asking myself, do I need that before I buy it? Because a lot of my decluttering is I get rid of stuff and then I'm like, oh, I have room for more. Okay. All right. So my decluttering is declutter your hair things. Okay. So if you don't have long hair, you might not have a whole lot of things that you use for your hair, but you might have 5 hairbrushes and you might only need 1. Your combs. And if you're not washing your brushes and combs, that's a really good thing to do this week as well. You really need to be washing those brushes and combs on a regular basis, okay? And but I have barrettes, I have things I don't use. I have a drawer full of hair things, and it's time to just go through those. Bobby pins, things like that, you know? So let's be thinking about that. It could also be, like, if you're a man, your clippers. Do you have several types of clippers? Do you have razors that have gotten, worn, that you don't need anymore, that kind of thing? Do you have beard oil that's you don't use anymore, but you should be throwing away? Anything like that, anything that has to do with grooming or your hair, I think it's a really good idea. And if you don't really have those things, choose something else and let me know what you chose. I would love, love, love to hear that. All right, so I'm done. And I am so happy that you came to watch me. And I wanted to tell you that I have this guy here. He's been sitting next to me this whole time. He doesn't really want to sit on me, but he likes to sit next to me. So this whole time I've been talking to you, I have a little friend over here. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I am so happy you came and you watched. And goodbye, Daddy. I know you're watching, and I thank you again for being my biggest fan, and thank you, Judy, for always showing him, and Lisa, I appreciate it, and Aunt Donna. So goodbye, all you who watch, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Friday, and the weekend is a 3-day weekend for most of you, right? Bye.